Yeah, mic testing, mic testing, mic testing, mic testing. Okay, we are live. Let's make it happen. We are live. Uh, Let me make sure that everything is going well. Tonight is gonna be a good night. That I know for sure. It's gonna be a good night. We are going to have some very, very good conversation tonight. And the conversation has to do with, yeah, yes, I see. Good mic testing. The mic is good. Let me go ahead and close that so that way I don't have any interference. Okay, Vic, I'm going to, how are you doing tonight, Vic?
I'm okay.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you had a very good weekend, right?
It's okay.
Nice. So, did you guys get to go to the casino, you and your sister, Eric?
Yeah, we went.
How was it?
I mean, it's okay. I'm not a big gambler. My sister is. She did pretty good.
Oh, okay. Oh, she
I don't
made
know
some
about
money,
Eric,
huh?
but huh?
She made some money.
Hmm.
And Eric lost
I
some
won a little
money.
bit of money on the slot machine, but I didn't play that much. I don't like losing money that I don't
Yeah,
have.
I think I might go there, maybe before New Year or something,
Yeah,
or
Chuck
maybe
Tower is
right
good.
after
Don't go to Winstar. Chuck Tower is very good.
the one on I-35, right?
Mm-mm. That's
Or the one
Winstar.
on 75? Okay, the one on
Yeah, one
75.
70. Yeah, going yeah, all the way up
That's
75.
that's Durant.
It's much cleaner.
Yeah, okay.
The
Oh yeah, they have
facility.
those beautiful buildings and
No smoking. They have movie theater, game room, big sports bar. They
mm,
have everything there.
oh okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, I gotta go check it out. I gotta go check it out.
So just me and you
So,
tonight.
yeah, I think the rest are coming on. Yeah, Randa should be coming, and then Eric should be coming, and I think the rest of them should be coming. Hopefully. Yeah.
I might
So
not work this
tonight,
week. I gotta try to fix some stuff on my car, so I might not be working this week.
you're gonna be off work.
Maybe
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
call you guys in the morning see if they can get my car in and get it fixed.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, what we're gonna be doing tonight, the topic for tonight is gonna be uh, level 10, level 9. I'm sorry, it's level 9. So level 9, let me just give you a quick monologue, and once I give that monologue, then we can continue the discussion. So, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Ekene Gunago uh, television or channel. It's been a very interesting week. Everybody's getting ready for Christmas, getting ready for the holiday, and everybody's ready to go. Go see family members and spend time with family members. I hope that all of you are ready for it. You spend all the money you've been making all this year, but don't go broke, please. Life continues after January 1st. Everybody's back to reality, and then all the ladies out there are gonna be trying to lose weight to be beautiful, gorgeous, and feminine. I hope that's what you're gonna do in the new year, and look your best. Do whatever you can. Look beautiful. Lose weight. Look gorgeous. Operate on your femininity so somebody out there can wife you. So, level 9 is going to be a very interesting level, just like many podcast people have said, and I'm also saying the same thing that level 9, level 9, level 9. Level 9 is a very, very interesting level just like level 8. But level 9 women and women that operate in level 9 are not the same women that usually operate in level 8. Level 8 is a woman that when you see her out there, she's going to catch you. She's going to catch your interest. I don't care who you are. These are way above average looking women. Level 8. They are way above average. But the thing is that most of them operate in their masculinity instead of femininity. So that is what differentiates level 9 and level 8. Level 9 and 10 are difference of level 8. Level 8 has high masculinity level. In fact, it is at the end point of feminist women. That's women that operate in the feminist side, that operate in feminism group. Their beauty level ends in level 8. So they are the big baller. They believe they have balls. They want to go into the boardroom. They want to command respect. They want men to respect them. But they use their femininity to get what they want, but then demand respect after, doing some shitty things. That's what women in level 8 will do. They use their femininity to get what they want, but then demand respect in the process. But level 9 is totally different. In fact, the difference between level 8 and level 9 is huge, because I will analyze this deep as we go into discussion. Because growing up as a little kid back in Nigeria, I know of 2 sisters. One is level 8, one is level 9. And their way of operating was totally different. Totally different. And that was what gave me the scope of what a beautiful woman that operates in her femininity, how she can get men to wife her really fast. Whereas a woman that knows that she is very beautiful but with a kind of masculinity will use what she has to get what she wants, but also demand respect, and she might not get it because she is operating in 2 energy levels at the same time. So level 9 is what we call feminine, intelligent, beautiful, and gorgeous. Feminine, intelligent, beautiful, and gorgeous. You gotta see, I put the word gorgeous at the very end. That gorgeous is what capitalizes the whole thing. It kind of blankets the whole thing. It wovens the whole description. The feminine, intelligent, and beautiful is all woven by the gorgeous. Because the thing is, they are feminine. They use their femininity to get men. They use their intelligence to operate in manosphere, which is they know when to talk and when not to talk. You never see a woman in that level talk or be disrespectful in the public. No, she doesn't. Most women in that level are usually raised by their parents, taught respect by their parents, taught how to, they were trained to be wives, basically. They are trained to be wives. The reason why I'm telling you is this. It's very difficult to see a woman that beautiful that doesn't know how to take care of a house. It's hard. You can get women in level 5, level 6, level 8 that don't know how to cook, that don't know how to do anything, because most of those girls run the streets. Most of these girls run the street. They are the ones that you see at the stripper pole. They are the ones you see in the street, running the street, working with guys, trying to be muscular, trying to do whatever they try to survive if they're from poor family. But the beautiful ones, that FBIG, men that usually see these women understands that they are beautiful. And they are the ones that end up being in the beauty pageants if they pursue their dream. They end up being in the magazines. They end up being high-powered movie actresses, or they are wifed up right away if they operate mostly in their femininity. They are wifed up right away. Even when they are in the when they are movie stars, they get snatched up very early. So they might make maybe one or two or three movies, and they're gone. You never hear from them again, but you know somebody out there is marrying them. They are wifed up really fast. And the reason why they are wifed up really fast is because of the way they operate in their femininity. They are intelligent. When men marry these women, men keep them. They are usually in the house. They start having kids. They take care of the household. They run the household. They don't talk. They don't complain. They don't belligerent their husbands. They're not belligerent. They're not disrespectful. When you see them in the public, when they come out in the public, they suck the air out. They make people turn. They make people stare. They make people glance at them. They make people look at them. They suck the air out. When they come into a party, they suck wife them for their beauty. And their intelligence of fashion, their style of fashion is just beyond this world. They are beautiful women. I saw them when I was a little kid. I have uncles that are married to these women. I have family friends that are married to them. I have family friends that are so wealthy that can afford to marry these women. Most men don't even go close to them. So when you say that women are intimidated by men, no, they are not intimidated by men. Men know who they can afford and who they can't afford. These women in this level are not usually for everybody to afford. But most men, even when she's from a poor family, take her and snatch her and she's gone. These women are beautiful. They are gorgeous. They are very, very gorgeous because of the way they suck the air out of the house. Wherever they come, they command respect. They operate in their femininity. They are beautiful. They are beautiful, and then they are fit. These women are fit. They are fit in the sense that they watch what they eat. They usually at a certain size, their size are proportion to their weight, to their height. Their weight are proportion to their height. They are just exceptionally gorgeous. Level 9 women are very beautiful women. So I don't want to take too much of our time to discuss that, to give this monologue, but I will be giving the monologue and then have discussion as we go into this phase. Okay, guys. Victor, you can come on. You can take off your mic, and we can have discussion and go from there before the rest of them start coming in. Yeah. So the thing about the women in this level is that, like I said, they are very beautiful women. You see what I'm saying? They are very, very beautiful, gorgeous women. These are not the kind of women that like, you see how like, let me use an example. You see Halle Berry, right? As a movie star. Let me just say Halle Berry. These are women like that. So at a very young age, they are either married or they get into a career, like high powered career. They are beauty queens. So they operate in such a capacity of that in anything that they find themselves. They are usually the best at it because they're intelligent. They understand that they are beautiful, but they also know that most men that are coming for them have intentions. And I got to tell you, there is one thing about women in this group. If you remember when we were talking about level 5 and level 6, and then a little bit of level 8. So, women in those groups, they have mostly masculinity. They are stubborn, they operate in their masculinity, they tend to not keep men because of their attitude. But level 9 is totally different. Level 9 is a level where most of these women, the way they operate is that they know that the kind of men that want them or will approach them or will talk to them are very, very rare. So when these men come to talk to them, these men get them and take them off the market. So, and another thing about the women in this group is that most of them have low body counts. You see what I'm saying? They're not like group 8, especially group 7, group 6 and 5 that have a high body count. You see what I'm saying? Because the group 8 operate in masculinity. They use their beauty to get what they want because they want to sit down with the big boys in the boardroom. Group 9 don't want to sit down with the big boys. You see? Group 9 want to stay home. Because most men that get women in group 9 don't want them to walk. They don't want them mixing around with other men. You see what I'm saying? They don't want them there. So what's your thought?
Well, I would say that this category of women must have joined the Marine Corps because they are the few and the proud. The few and the
Okay.
proud.
If you are the proud and
Um,
the Marines.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, I've seen that level of women that they were they was raised by mothers, and when those mothers had daughters, their main objective was to teach their daughters how to be wives when they get older, and
Yeah.
and to teach them, the mothers would teach them the role of the husband in the relationship and the wife in the relationship,
Yeah.
and also those women tend to find the career man who can take care of them,
Of
and
course.
there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, you want someone
Mm-hmm.
to be a homemaker.
Mm-hmm.
You want the right person to be a homemaker, to raise the kids, to keep the house together. You don't want her to, stress about working and trying to handle the kids while he's working. Somebody's got to be at home and raise the kids. I've seen those women, and it does take a certain kind of woman that would draw a certain kind of man to say, hey, you know what, I got this. You don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna take care of the house. I'm gonna pay the house. I'm gonna provide finances for the family. I need you to do your part, and it's really funny because there are a lot of women that could qualify for that woman, but they don't quite qualify because
You said there's a
even
lot
though
of
you have,
women that can qualify for that
yeah,
woman.
there's a lot of women that I met could qualify that, but here's the problem that they don't,
No,
because for
no,
that for that level
the
nine
women in
one.
that level 9 women are they're not even up
Well,
to
let me finish. Let me
5%.
finish.
Go ahead. Go
Let me
ahead.
let me finish. But 5% out of 20 million people is still a lot of women that can qualify. You see what I'm saying? But the reason why some of them don't is because there's a certain kind of humbleness it takes to be that kind of woman.
That's right.
You know what I mean? There's a certain kind of gratitude there's a certain kind of uh, grace that
Mm-hmm.
woman carries.
Mm-hmm.
She it's Let's look at it like this. Like, Michelle Obama knew her place. Like, Reagan knew her place. You know what I mean? Those
Mm-hmm.
women,
Mm-hmm.
they knew their place. They were strong, but they were silent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you said, they wasn't aggressive in the public in front of their husband. You know, they wasn't the ones that were popping their
They
neck
don't.
and rolling their head, rolling their neck and
No,
things like that. So
they don't even
it
open
it,
their
it
legs
takes
when you
a
see them.
it takes a woman of God if she's beautiful
Mm-hmm.
to take on that position because we know that women that are level 9 and up,
Mm-hmm.
they often tend to come with what have you done for me lately? That's their attitude. But when you
Mm-hmm.
can find a level 9 woman, she's beautiful. She had a career, but she for the sake of her family and her husband, she put the career to the side. Or maybe she just worked part time. I know an
But
Asian
but but
lady that
but
was like
but
that.
but let me tell you this: Michelle Obama is not in level 9. No way.
Well, I'm
She's
talking about as far as smart and everything. You know what I mean? She's not beautiful,
no
but I'm saying that
level
type of
9.
woman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Level
yeah, I
9
know, I
women, you
know.
have to qualify their number one is their beauty. Their physical.
Okay, so then
These
we'll
women are
okay. Let's just say
beautiful.
it's a woman. When I think of beauty, I think about. See, you mentioned Holly Berry. Holly Berry is beautiful, but I don't think of her
Oh,
as level
she's
9 because
level.
she's crazy.
No, she's level 9.
But
She's level 9.
but
Carol, you see, Carol,
I think of
Roland. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
think I think Angela Bassett is level 9.
No, no, she's not level 9.
You don't think
She's
so?
level
I
6. No,
I
she's
think
not
she.
level 9.
Oh no, 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 not Angela
Okay,
Bassett, bro.
you see, the thing is this: when we rank levels like this, right? We
Hmm.
don't rank level based on what individual man thinks. No, it's usually consensus, man. This is acceptable levels by most men, not how another man
Okay.
think or how
Okay.
another
So let
man
me ask you
feel.
that. Well, then let's back up. Then let's back up. Then,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
consensus do you have on Angela Bassett to say that she wouldn't be level 9?
No, Angela Bassett is not level 9. She's not
Okay.
anywhere near
Well, I
level
mean, you
9
just said. Wait a minute. Hold on. You
because
just
she
said
does.
there's a consensus men. So what consensus do you have to say she wouldn't be? Because I say she
Number
would
one
be.
is the physical appearance.
Her physical appearance
She's
is great, bro. Her physical
but
appearance is gorgeous.
Halle Berry is nowhere near her. I'm sorry. Angela Bassett in her 20s, right? At 22, does not match Halle Berry at 22
I like to see the
physically.
consensus on that. I like to see the
No,
consensus on
no.
that.
How can you compare Halle Berry to? How can you compare Angela Bassett to Halle Berry at 22? Do you know what Halle
Okay.
Berry was Miss in second runner up to Miss America?
Well, just because the lady didn't go for Miss America, don't mean she can't be.
But Angela Bassett, in
There's a
fact,
lot. I knew. Hold on, Alex. I knew women
yeah,
that never ran for any pageant that could match
yes,
up
we know.
easy with Angela Bassett and Halle Berry. Many of them.
No. You can say can match up to Halle Berry, yes. To Kerry
Okay,
Rowland, yes. Beyonce is
bro.
an
Kelly
art.
Rowland
No,
is not a level 9 chick. I don't know why you keep saying it. Kelly Rowland is not that high, bro. She's not. She's
have you ever
not.
seen
Kelly Rowland is average.
Have you ever seen Kerry Rowland in face to
I
face?
have. I have. Well, I haven't seen the faces, but I've seen all of them on TV. And Kelly Rowland is average.
No. When you see her face to face in Houston, man, the day I saw that lady in Houston, that was the day I knew she was beautiful.
Bro, Kelly
I did.
Rowland is not
I
beautiful,
got
man.
it. Okay,
She's not.
okay then. So
She's
you
not
see,
beautiful.
then okay. So Angela Bassett can't even match Kerry Rowland. She can't.
I doubt that very seriously.
Angela
I
Bassett
like to.
is beautiful woman. I'm
I
not
tell you what.
doubting you. She's not.
Go get a survey on people that come on. Ask the people that come online and ask them between Kelly Rowland and Angela Bassett.
I will push a survey and then I'm going to research it
Ask
and
them.
send it
Okay,
to you.
ask them. Yeah,
Angela,
do a survey
no,
and ask them.
yeah. There is no doubt that Angela Bassett is not beautiful. That is why I told you she's level 6. I can put her
Nah,
in
she's
level
not level 6.
7.
She's above level 6.
She can easily qualify for level 7, but level 7 is blanked out. You see what I'm saying? That is why at 22 years old, yes, she's level 7. In fact, all these women that were even Ali Berry today is no longer level 9 at all. Kerry Ronan is not level 9, but we are saying their beauty at 22. You see what I'm saying, right? Not their beauty at their 50s and 60s, no, and 40s, no. It's at 22. Even
Hold
when
on.
Kevin
Let me
Samuels,
let me grab let me grab my laptop.
yeah, even when Kevin Samuels described, he talked a lot about Angela Bassett. He never even said she's belonged to level 8. She didn't even qualify into level 8. If you remember this lady, this this black lady that used to do movies back in the 70s and 80s, what's her name? With the big afro hair. What's her name?
That could have been Pam Grill. That could have been
Pan
Pam Grill. Could have
Grill.
been
Pan
yeah.
Grill. Yeah, Pan Grill. Do you know Pan Grill is level 9? You see,
I'm trying to get on my laptop.
people like Palm Grill, right? Palm Grill, these are level 9, level 10.
Pam Grill wasn't level 9 to level 10 to me. She was gorgeous, but she wasn't level
That's what I'm
9.
saying. Palm Grill is level 9.
Even back then she wasn't. Back then she
She
wasn't.
was she was level 9 back then. That is why she got all that movie role. She got all that, but she was more on the feminist side
I
of
gotta wait. My laptop got to charge up. I can't get into it right now.
yeah. So see, so Palm Grill was like level 9, but she's level 9, but on the
I would give
feminist
Pam
side.
Grill level 8. I would give her an 8. I wouldn't give her a 9.
So in the 70s, so are you saying that Angela Bassett was greater than Pam Grier in the 70s?
Well, I mean, there was no Angela Bassett in the 70s, so I don't know.
Even in
I
the
can't. I can't.
even in the 80s, because Pam Grier was
When
still
did when did
active.
when did Angela Bassett come out? Because I don't remember exactly when she started in
Nobody
film.
really knew her until she said, what's her name on that movie that found her something, her groove. I forgot. They said
No, she was in that movie with Whitney Houston and all them. Not Stella got a groove back,
that's
but no, it was a movie before that.
Excel. You're talking about
Waiting
Excel
to
to
exhale.
Excel.
Yeah,
Yeah, Waiting to Excel. No, but that movie, right, Waiting to Excel was good. But Whitney Houston overshadowed all of them.
well,
But you see
hold
that
on.
movie,
Yeah,
you see the
but you
movie.
know why? Because Whitney Houston was already a bigger star, bro. She was already a
No, no,
bigger star.
no. But what I'm saying is that the movie, I think I should have told you, said it different. The movie that made Angela Bassett to break away was the one that she said she found her groove. That was the one that she went to Jamaica and
Yeah,
then she
still got a groove
yeah.
back. Yeah, I
Stella
don't know
got
if
her
that.
groove back.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't know if that was her breakout. I thought, I mean, I don't know. I thought what really gave her a breakout when she did the Tina Turner story. I think that gave her a breakout.
Yeah, Tina story also gave her a breakout too. But I think that because anytime you talk about Angela Bassett, people will always refer back to Stella got her groove back.
Hey, hold on
You
one
see?
second. Rondo, you there?
Yes.
Yeah, she's there.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think Kelly Rowland is a level 9 chick?
Is who's that? I'm sorry.
Kelly Rowland.
Huh. I
Yeah,
don't really.
okay. Let me describe level 9 because I think if I describe it, it's going to help out to understand level 9 real quick. Let me do a 2 minutes monologue on level 9. So these are feminine, intelligent, beautiful, fit, and gorgeous women. So women in this category are not women that fight to be seen. They don't come to ask to be recognized. They are the center of attention. They don't seek it, but it follows them. They are beautiful, they are intelligent, they are feminine, they are gorgeous, and they are fit. But what happens is that they usually operate in their femininity. They also understand their level of intelligence because they know how to keep their men. They know what the men that go after them want because they've always get that attention. They don't seek the attention. They always get that attention because of their high level of beauty. They are fit because number one, their body, when you see them, their whole body is always proportional to their height. They're not overweight. You will hardly see them overweight at their prime, starting from the age of 16 to the age of 30. They're not usually overweight. But the thing is this, their overweight usually comes in when they get wifed up. Because they get wifed up very quick. By the time they turn 22, they're gone. because and then they do have low body counts because most men that want them keep them for a very long time. So they're not like level 5, 6, and 8 that seek attention, and then they most of the way that they get their compliment is through going from one man to another, seeking those attention. Level 9 don't. And most women that qualify for this level 9 is somebody like, not Beyonce. Beyonce is not level 8. So we're talking about somebody like Halle Berry in her 20s. We're talking about Kerry Rowland in her 20s. People like Rihanna. Rihanna is actually level 10 because she's a very, very beautiful woman. She's a model. In fact, the very day I had, according to what we had, the very day that Jay-Z saw her, with that beauty, and she could sing, Jay-Z signed her right away. He did not let her out of he didn't even let her get out of the building. He signed her right on the spot. And she got the best sweetheart deal any woman can get. That is why she became rich very quick, because nobody took advantage of her because of her beauty. But I'm going to discuss that in level 10. But for level 9, these are the women I'm talking about. Halle Berry, Kerry Rowland, Pam Grier. These women in their 20s. So, but level 9 has a very low. I gotta put Victor on mute so that way I don't get those echo. Level 9 does have very low feminist groups in them, because most women in that group operate in their femininity. So you don't really see them in feminist movement because, number one, they are not women that seek high level careers. They don't want to equate with men. They don't want to seek the same pay grade with men because most of them are usually housewives. When they operate in their femininity, they're usually housewives. But when they operate in their when they kind of come towards that masculine side, they operate as beauty queens. They operate as gorgeous actresses. So they get paid for their worth because of their beauty. So they don't even seek attention. So that's the thing about women in this level. Yeah. So I hope you got what I was saying. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead, Victor. You guys can open up. You can ask her the question, then I will see if she can try to answer it. Victor, you can go ahead.
I mean, she's a nice looking lady, but Kelly Rowland is not a beautiful woman. She's not.
Okay.
Rhonda?
You hear me?
Rhonda Mack?
Sorry, I'm sorry. So I said just pulled up a picture, and just to make sure I knew who we were talking about, and she's okay. I mean, I'm looking at the pictures now. I mean, she's pretty. I mean, she's
in her 20s. In her 20s, go to her picture in her 20s, because this woman that I'm ranking, I'm not. Any woman that is ranked in her 20s. So this is how we rank women. When we rank women, we don't rank them in their, I would say, cosmetic application.
Well, let me tell you this, Alex. If a woman is beautiful in her 20s, more than likely, if she hasn't had a hard life, she'll be beautiful now.
I got to tell you something. I got to agree to that to a certain extent. You remember we have adjusted, right? Because I didn't discuss the level 8 adjusted. Level 8 adjusted is actually for level 9. Women in level 9. That is what I'm going to discuss later.
I look at Nia Long. I think she's a gorgeous female.
Yeah, Nia Long is level 8 actually.
To that, I would agree to that. He just said Nia Long.
Yeah,
because I'm looking at Kelly Rowland is nowhere close in that in that category. Nowhere close. She's a nice little girl. She's a nice little girl, but she's not in. I'm looking at the pictures in her 20s now. She's not, Alex. She's not.
You know the way we rank women in black community?
How we rank them?
It's consensus for black community, right? we rank women with weight. They got to have all that curves and stuff. That's why you see our women today, instead of them saying that I'm obese or fat, they say I'm curvy. You see what I'm saying? They will say I'm curvy, right? Because that's how the black man ranks women. Black man ranks women based on black consensus. But when you talk about general consensus, there is a reason why Kerry Rowland is in that in that show that she does right now. Yeah. And you see how those boys, look at those boys that come to that show. You see, when they come, they just go crazy next to her. Like they will be like, "Oh, I want to wife you," even in front of 40,000 people. They tell her that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to tell
But,
you,
but
Kerry Rowland
Yeah.
is
I don't
very
know.
beautiful.
I
When
don't
you
see
see
Nah,
her,
nah, no,
me. I don't see it. I don't see her being in the category of Nia Long.
me neither.
Nia Long.
no, because Nia Long is all that shapy thing. She meets the black consensus for a beautiful woman. Yes, she does.
So
That's why I say Nia Long in general consensus is level 8. There is no doubt she's not beautiful. Level 8 is very beautiful women.
but we're dealing with level 9, right?
But now we're dealing with level 9.
Well,
Mhm.
So now with
Nia
the
Long
people
is level 9.
And she don't belong to level 9. I'm telling you. I'm sorry.
in that
Just my
level
opinion.
9,
Hmm
you see people like what's her name? Halle Berry, right? That's level 9.
Okay.
Level 9. The thing about level 9, okay, Halle Berry, level 9. What's her name again? You see Pam Grill, right? Level 9. These are women in level 9 in their 20s.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
And
Let me ask Rhonda this. Rhonda. Okay, we talked about Halle Berry. We just talked about Neil Long. Okay, and let me ask you this: would you put Angela Bassett in that category?
I definitely will.
Exactly.
I definitely will.
Exactly.
Angela Bassett.
Now, let me see if I can find a picture of her in her 20s.
Huh?
Let me see if I can find a picture of her in her 20s. Hold on.
Let me look for it too. That's a bad girl, right? Angela. Oh man. Let me see.
Let me see in her 20s. Okay, let me see if I got a picture of this. See if they got a picture of her in her 20s.
Let me see too. And
Bro, I'm looking at pictures of Angela Bassett in her 20s.
I'm looking at it too. Angela Bassett.
She's way better. She's just as good as looking as Kelly Rowland, if not better looking.
No,
She got muscle. She's built, man. Nah, dude.
Okay, guess what? Those
Okay.
muscles and build does not come in. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look what it said. Feminine and fit is level 9. Look at Angela Bassett. Look at Angela. I'm looking at her right now. Look at Angela Bassett in her 20s and pull up Kerry Rowland in her 20s.
you see that?
I'm looking at it.
I'm looking at it too.
I'm looking at it in her
No,
20s.
Nah.
And then pull up Kerry Rowland in her 20s and compare both of them. Angela Bassett, I tell you, I can give her an 8. You see what I'm saying? I can give her an 8. But Kerry Rowland,
I guess beauty is in the eyes of people.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that then.
yes, but we're using also consensus because we're using consensus. Okay, look at this lady, Kerry Washington. Where do you put her?
Who?
Kerry
I have to
Washington.
pull her up. Because here's the thing. We looking at the Kelly Rowland and she's all made up too. I bet you without all that stuff of, she wouldn't be looking as half as good as she look right here with all that stuff out.
I gotta tell you something, right? This lady, Kerry Rowland, is a skinny woman, right?
She what?
And she's skinny, right?
Okay,
She's skinny.
it's a lot of them skinny.
Yes, and we in black community, you know how we rank skinny women.
No, we like them a little bit with a little bit of meat on them. We don't like them skinny.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so why?
When you get out of the, because remember when you get out of the black community and then rank Kerry Rowland to Angela Bassett in her 20s, people walk away from you. when you
Okay,
go
I doubt
outside the
that.
black community.
Yeah,
I doubt that. I doubt that.
I think
I doubt that. I doubt that very seriously.
I mean, look at that lady now. How old she is now? Angela Bassett? 60, 60 something?
Yeah, she's in her 60s now.
Man, and look the
And
way
and,
she is now.
No, no,
what you
I
have to
gotta tell
do,
you, I
and what
gotta
you have to
tell
do,
you something.
you have to
She
compare. Wait a
is
minute.
fit. She's still
What,
fit.
what
She's
you have to
still
do,
fit.
you have to
She's still
understand too.
fit.
Back in the day, in Angela Bassett's day, the technology, with the hair and the makeup, they didn't have it like they have in Kelly Rowland day. So that can easily be swayed.
Okay,
Easily be
okay,
swayed.
okay, okay.
She
Guess what?
had
I gotta tell you
Angela
this.
Bassett has natural beauty.
Okay,
Natural.
Kelly Rowland has natural beauty too.
No, but
She's she's not that beautiful, man. I'm telling you,
wearing
she's not that beautiful.
Let me tell you
she's wearing a
something.
wig.
This is how. No, that's. I think you guys misunderstand how this ranking goes. You can't have wig on when you're ranked. The ranking does not involve makeup and wigs. It
But
does
then,
not.
but then Angela Bassett means that's an argument.
Yeah, it does not
Sure.
involve makeups and
And,
wigs.
and I'm gonna tell you like this: if I was a young man and I was in my 20s and I saw Kelly Rowland, knowing that who she is and everything, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll talk to her because she's very nice looking.
Mm-hmm.
She's very nice looking. I would say that.
Hmm.
But if when me and you was talking earlier and we were just talking about beauty, I wouldn't put up there. I wouldn't put up there. Never put up there as far as beautiful. I wouldn't do that
Hmm.
because she's not. I've seen girls like this all my life,
Yeah. To
and
me,
I've seen.
she's just a pretty girl. You
She's a
know,
pretty girl.
She's a
Yeah,
very,
she's a
very
pretty
pretty
girl.
girl.
but
She's a pretty girl.
to say
You
that
know,
she's
you know,
drop dead gorgeous,
Nah,
I don't see
nah,
it.
okay,
nah.
okay. During what did they call it? During those Spice Girls, right? Was it Spice Girls that they? No, it wasn't Spice Girls. The UK girls. What's the name of the group that she and Beyonce was?
Yeah.
Doing? What's the name of that group
That's the
again?
name of it. Yeah.
Something Girls. She was the most beautiful in that group. The reason why Beyonce broke away was because
Destiny's
of
Child.
Jay-Z. Hmm?
Destiny's Child.
Destiny Child, yeah. The reason why Beyonce broke away was because of Jay-Z. She collaborated with Jay-Z. That's why she broke away.
She could what?
No, I said, Kelly Rowland was the most beautiful in Destiny's Child. She was the beautiful one. She was one that people gravitated towards in the 90s when they were singing. But people started following Beyonce because she collaborated with Jay-Z. So it was like, as soon as she got with Jay-Z, she was gone.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
When she got with Jay Z, she got even bigger. But before she got with Jay Z, she was big then.
Yeah.
Because when she broke up with Destiny Child,
Mm-hmm.
she smashed all kind of records and stuff on
No,
her
she
own
no,
without them. Yeah, she
no, no, no,
did too.
no, she didn't because she broke the record when she sang. You remember that Tupac song that they made? Me
Yeah,
and my boyfriend,
me
right?
and my boyfriend, right.
That was the song that broke her out because people didn't even know she broke it. They didn't because we were thinking why they're not releasing song, and then she collaborated with Jay-Z, and that was it. That was the official killing of Destiny's Child. Because for 2 years, I remember for 2 years they didn't sing, and that was when the Spice Girls pulled forward. You remember?
I don't remember much about the Spice Girl because I didn't really follow them. But I remember
Yeah. Spice Girl was
when
international.
Beyonce left Destiny Child, there was a big splat about that. I do remember
That was a
that.
big splash.
And what happened was Beyonce's dad now put Beyonce in the forefront of everything, and so she started doing everything on her own. Now, when she met with Jay-Z, she had more money than Jay-Z already.
No,
Oh, yes, she did, Alex. Yes, she did. I remember like it was yesterday. Beyonce already had about 400 million when she met him.
no,
Yes, she did too, bro.
no. She
Yes, she
is
did.
400. No, she was 400 million today.
Let me see if I can pull up our history.
Yeah, no. She didn't even have 50 million then. Jesse was big. Just because remember that time Tupac was dead, and then Biggie was dead, so there was no rapper beside Snoop that was pulling head in the U.S. except Jay Z coming out of California, coming out of New York, and then
Listen,
Puff Daddy
listen,
was making.
listen. I got it right here.
Yep.
At the time, Beyonce was $355 million,
Mhm.
and with Jay Z together, they was $900 million. I
That is
told
what
you,
they
bro.
are today.
No, 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 listen, bro. I just
And
read it.
together,
Listen, I just read it. At the time before Jay Z,
damn,
it says it right here. She was already at $355 million. When they got together, she was 900 million.
yeah.
So Jay Z was $600 million richer. It was 600 million, right?
Well,
So
I don't
twice
remember.
how many?
Well, okay, let me
Twice
see what
how?
Jay Z says. Hold on.
Has a combined network.
Yeah.
They have combined
With
network.
Jay Z and Jay Z's was 900 million. So yeah, he did have more money than her. But
Okay, let me.
she was
Okay,
already
okay,
big before she met him, though. Is
okay,
what I'm telling
okay,
you.
okay,
She was
okay.
already big.
Vic. Let me go back. The information you just put up right now is not correct. I'll tell you
Okay,
why.
okay.
Let me tell you why it's not correct. Jay Z's network today stands at 900 million. Jay Z's network 23 years ago was not 900 million. If Jay Z was 900 million 23 years ago, Jay Z would have been like $10 billion today. You see what I'm saying, right? So the information you pulling up is for today's information. Today, even if I enter it right here, I can still see what am I even talking about. If I go here and say Jay Z's network, right?
Hold on, I'm finna click on this right here. In 2019, let me look and see what it says.
It's now 1.3 billion.
No, wait a minute. I
No,
ain't talking about
not
today.
2019. They
Yeah,
said
yeah,
collaborative.
1.4 billion, right?
Huh?
Um,
That's 1.4 billion.
1.3 million today. So
Billion.
last year was 900 million. So 3 years ago, they
hold on.
collaborated 2000. I think it was 1999 or 2000 that they collaborated. So none of them were even close to 100 million. I don't think any of them was $100 million rich.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. So, but beside that, because I can't be pulling, you guys can go ahead and pull it up, but I'm not going to. So, what I'm trying to say basically is this, right? Yes, Angela Bassett is a very beautiful woman. She is a very beautiful woman. Kerry Rowland, we might be disputing it because of her looks, because she doesn't meet that the way we rank women. She doesn't meet it, so she's going to be disputed in the black community no matter what. So some black men in the fashion industry or into fashion will say she's beautiful, but when you meet a black man, he's going to say no, she's not, because she doesn't have those meats. you know, ladies love
No,
meats.
well, I mean, I don't look at it like that. Because in my opinion, if a woman is beautiful, she's beautiful. It doesn't matter if she's thick, fine, whatever. I've seen fat women that are beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
They're not.
Alex, listen
You
to me,
said
bro.
that.
Hold on. Let me handle this.
Beautiful, man.
Hold on,
You
Alex.
guys
Let me
say they
handle
have the
this.
potential. If they
Let
lose
me,
weight,
let
they
me,
can be
let,
beautiful.
Alex. Let me handle
Yes.
this.
No.
Alex.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes the data that you read, Alex,
hmm
is based on someone else's opinion.
That's
Okay,
right.
you can't hold on. Let me finish.
No.
Because a woman is fat, no one can say that woman is not beautiful. If she's a beautiful or she's not.
Mhm.
No matter if
She's
she's a
not.
woman or not. It doesn't matter if you're Chinese, Blackanese, nigga please, uh, Ethiopian, African, Chinese, white. If you beautiful, you beautiful. If you not, you not.
I gotta tell you, we gotta stop this bullshit, please.
Okay, it's bullshit now, huh?
It's until I came to the United States that I've ever had in my life that a fat woman is beautiful. I've never had anything. I've been to many countries around the
Okay, but
world.
that's your country, Alex. You
No,
didn't. I was
no.
born
The
here.
thing is
That's your
this:
country.
we reward in America. We reward people no matter how they look. We make very wealthy person and a homeless person to be equal. We want them to be equal.
I don't know
They're
about
not
that.
equal. They're not
I don't
equal.
know about that.
A
I don't know
woman
about that.
that is why the reason why I'm saying this is because that's why you have today a girl that is 5'9", 300 pounds, competing with a girl that is 5'9", 140 pounds,
Well, that's a whole nother
competing with
subject,
her
bro.
in
That's not the
beauty.
same. It's not the same, bro.
It's not, but you're
That's not
telling
the
me now.
same.
But you just told me right now that there is big and beautiful. That is not big
That,
and beautiful.
listen, bro. Let me tell you something. If a woman is ugly here, and I go to another country just because she's from somewhere else,
Hmm.
can I not say she's ugly over there too?
Of course.
Exactly. Exactly. So if a man is fat over here, if I
Hmm.
see a fat African dude over here, he's fat. If I go to Africa and I see another fat African man, he's fat, right?
So why do you say that a fat American woman is fat? Why do you say that a fat
Listen,
American woman is beautiful?
I'm just laying on foundation here.
Yeah.
If I see a ugly dude
Hmm.
here in the United States, no
Hmm.
matter where he go, he gonna be ugly no matter where he go. If he's ugly, he's ugly.
Is Lizzo beautiful?
Is who?
Lizzo.
Lizzo? Let me see. Let me see. Hold
You
on.
don't know Lizzo?
I know, but I don't know what she look like.
Randa, you're mute.
You know who's beautiful? That lady from the Parker show.
Who?
The Parker. Remember her?
Monique? I don't think she's
Monique.
beautiful. I don't think she's beautiful. That I
Monique.
don't think she's beautiful. I think she's
I
nice.
tell
Look, I don't think she's
rather,
beautiful.
you get women code, man. Women
I,
code
I,
is too
I,
much, man. You got
I
a
just
woman
think
code,
nice.
No,
man.
I don't think Lizzo is beautiful.
Monique is
I
not
think
beautiful.
Lizzo is very nice. Look, I'm looking at a picture now. I think she's nice looking according to this picture.
According to the
I
makeup.
don't think she's beautiful, but I think she's a very
According to
nice
the
looking
makeup.
picture according to this picture.
Who's that? Lizzo?
Lizzo.
Yeah.
What?
Is Lizzo beautiful? Rhonda? Is Lizzo beautiful?
Lizzo?
Lizzo.
Lizzo. Let me see her. Let me see. Hold on. Can't see.
Click on image.
Lizzo announces. I think she's beautiful. She's nice looking.
I think she's nice. I don't think she's beautiful, but I think she's very nice looking.
It's nice looking.
Okay.
So
In
so
America.
what you saying now? Just because
I
they
got
fat, they can't be beautiful.
no. If they are fat, they are not beautiful. Do they have potential to be beautiful? Yes, they
That is the
have.
most,
If
Alex.
they
I hate
lose,
to disagree with you, bro. That is
no,
the most ass backward thing I had
excuse
ever
me,
heard.
excuse. No, we got to stop this, man. We got to stop this, man.
No, man,
No, man.
but Alex,
You
you
first
are forcing your opinion on people about what's
You
beautiful
gotta
and what's
say
not, and that's not
she's
right, bro.
beautiful
That's not
regardless
right.
of their
I'm not
weight.
gonna let you get away with that, bro. You can't say that because she's fat, she ugly.
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
That's right.
Okay,
Yes,
then you need to retract that statement you just said.
Regardless of their weight.
yes.
So
That's the
because you're short, you're ugly.
Yep. See that you might well say that. If you short, you ugly. You might well say that.
That's my that's my
if you're short, you can
a
be
short
ugly or
man,
average.
ugly man.
Short, and I tell you,
No.
short men can be average or ugly. Short men are not handsome.
Alex, man,
Relax.
I think you're drinking your own Kool-Aid on this one.
No, I'm not drinking my own Kool-Aid. I just said it right now. Short men can be average or ugly.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna move on.
A man that is 5'0", 5'0", is he average? No, no, really.
Well, we talking. Are we talking average height? Are we talking average looks? Or are we talking average build?
no. She's saying short men. Then I said short men can be average and ugly. They can be handsome.
They cannot be handsome.
No, they cannot.
Wow, Alex, nope. Alex,
No,
I think you've been smoking the night before you came on,
no,
Alex.
it's not matter of me smoking. It's matter of me stating the consensus beauty. Beauty. I told you that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. I'm not disputing
Well,
that.
hold on, bro. Hold on. If you're gonna say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, you can't use a consensus then.
Right.
Because what you're saying to me when you say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, that's an individual basis, bro. That's an individual basis. You
That's
can't give
what
me
I'm
a
telling you.
consensus on an individual basis when you say it's an eye of the beholder.
But you didn't let me finish talking. Then I would
Okay.
have let you. Beauty is in the
Okay.
eyes of the beholder. 100% correct.
No, it's not.
When you step out of individual assessment and put it now into a general assessment, right? Then beauty is no longer in the eyes of the beholder. It's in the eyes of the consensus. You see what I'm
It's either
saying?
one or the other, bro. You got to take your pick.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm saying that yes, if I go as an individual, yes, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. But if I have to judge people with the rest with other people, I gotta go with consensus. You see, I gotta go with consensus. If we are judging somebody, we are a panel of beauty judge. I gotta go with the consensus.
Well, okay, but hold on. Now, now we're talking different because in a pageant they have
Panel of
a
judges.
guideline that they go by of what they consider beauty, and
Right.
and 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 listen, and even that's wrong because
No,
they
they're
have
not.
told. Listen, no, bro, listen. Let me finish. They have told America for a long time what was beautiful in their eyes. And what did they used to say? Blonde hair, blue eyes, skinny, big titties. That's what they used to say. That's what the panels used to do.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until some of the white boys really started digging their sisters with the fuller lips, the fuller breasts, the fuller butts now. They still want them a little slender though in the pageants.
Mm-hmm.
In the pageant because pageant contestants they have a guideline that they have to go by to qualify. That's in the pageant, bro. So in the
Vic,
pageant, you might can only be 5'9" and 110, 15 pounds in the pageant.
Vic,
Mm-hmm.
Victor, this is one thing I understand. When you and I debate about certain things, this is what I have come to understand. You will equate those things based on the things that are accepted to you, which is fine. I
No,
will
no,
do
no,
the
no,
same.
no, 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 bro. Back up, back
But
up.
I got,
When we talk about a pageant, bro, what
but
do a
let me,
pageant say a
but let,
contestant
but
has
let,
to be? No,
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 no, Alex,
no.
Alex,
I'm,
Alex,
I'm,
tell us, Alex. In a pageant, what do they say a contestant has to be?
and I got to tell you, I'm going back to pageants right now.
That's what I'm asking.
In pageant industry, right? Their acceptable height, 5'5", is 120, 130 pound woman. That's the acceptable height at that height at that weight. So they go based on your height determines the weight you have to be. But guess what happened? This is what happened later on. Bigger women in America began to complain that they want to be part of the show. Not bigger women outside America, but in America began to complain that they want to be part of the show, so that now they have to adjust
Okay,
the
so why do you
requirements.
think
No, no,
they
I'm coming.
complain?
Excuse me.
Okay,
I'm
go
coming.
ahead, go ahead.
So corporations began to put the pressure on contest on the pageant industry that they have to accept those bigger women because of the bigger women has money to spend. Guess what happened?
Mm,
They began to pull out their advertisement from the pageants. So the pageants were now forced to adjust the beauty requirements in order to accept somebody 5'5" at 170 pounds.
I've never seen that in the pageant.
No. I'm just telling you. It's
Okay,
getting there now. Their average right now is about 155. They've gone up by almost 30 pounds. Is it supposed to be like that? It's not supposed to.
so let me ask you this. According to what you
Blue
just told me,
eyes. Blue eyes.
according to what you just
I was,
told me,
go ahead.
according to what you just told me, those people who complain about the weight, are they going to be in the same pageant as the 115, 20-pound girl?
That's what they're doing now. Have you seen the
Okay.
latest pageant?
No, I hadn't seen it.
Oh, go see the latest. I'm glad you said that, because if you see the latest pageant now, you'll be like, why is it that a lot of people are not watching
Okay, let
pageant
me
shows
pull that
anymore?
up. What is it called? What kind of pageant?
The Miss America, Miss Universe. Those
The
are the
Miss.
two most. That
No, I'm
each
talking about
country has.
the one that you saying that they want to have bigger women in
No,
it. Which pageant is that?
they want to have Belgian women.
Bigger.
That's the Miss America and the Miss Universe. They've adjusted it now.
Okay.
Isn't that the
Let
same
me see.
pageant that you were
Rules
talking? Isn't that the same pageant that you were talking
for
about?
for. Hold
Just
on.
look at 2019 beauty pageant. contestant. Just say 2019 beauty pageant contestant. That will show you what happened in
Okay,
2019,
hold on. 20.
right
Well,
before
I'm
COVID.
gonna tell you like this here. I don't really follow that stuff because I think it's a bunch of garbage anyway. But okay,
No, it's not supposed to be a bunch of garbage. They
it is
made
though,
that
bro.
rule. The only thing they
It is.
adjusted in
It
that
is
rule.
because
It's a
I
bit.
don't understand. I don't understand how they pick how the judges even
You don't want to know that.
select the right person. Because to me, I've watched pageant over the years, and I remember when Miss Trinidad and Tobago won her Miss Universe in 1977. Janelle Penny Commission from Trinidad and Tobago won the pageant. She was 5'7". She weighed about a buck 10 or 105, something like that. I thought she was too skinny. I really thought she was, but she was beautiful.
But remember, you said she was 5'7", right?
Yeah,
105
5'7".
pounds. But the beauty pageant was 5'5", 110 pounds. That's the requirement. 5'5", 110 pounds. So 5'7", if she is 5'7", if she is 5'7", 105 pounds, that's 3 inches with less weight. So her skinniness will show. It will show at that.
I see.
Okay, do you remember? I remember when we were growing up in the 80s. Yes, Victor was right. The requirement then was blue eyes because it was mostly geared towards the Europeans. Africans and black people weren't even contesting for beauty pageants then. You remember, Vic? The black community was not contesting then. It was just Europeans. So
Just European, yeah.
Yeah, they had their own qualification. So when the rest of the country started coming in, they removed the blue-eyed blonde hair. That's the only 2 things they removed. And guess what happened? Blacks and the Indians began to swap the contest. But the one that I don't agree with is the weight. You see what I'm saying? The weight adjustment. Okay, look at what's the name of this company? Victoria's Secret. Do you see what happened at Victoria's Secret?
Yeah, I know they gained weight on that. I've seen them.
Okay. Victoria's Secret used to be the highest they would carry. Was it not large? Excuse me? Was it not large? That was the highest they would carry, right? I went to
I don't know.
Secret to buy something one time, and then they told me it was only large. I was pissed off. I was mad. I wasn't mad because they didn't carry it. I was mad because I had to drive that far to come there and find out they don't carry XL. That was what I was pissed about. But to me, it was better. I got to tell you why. When we start making adjustment of things, we start losing the core value of what we doing. Business can adjust because the bottom line is dollar, right? I understand. But we mustn't adjust all the time.
Well, they say here this lady in 19, what did I just see that? In 2003, this lady was 6'1" for Miss Universe. In 1958, a Aspera something name was Miss Universe, and in 1965 they were both measured at 5'4". Now that's 1965. In 2003, this lady here was 6'1".
Yeah, but remember, it goes by the height goes with the weight, right? So if you are 6'1", you cannot be 110 pounds. No, you can't be that. You got to be like close to 130 at 6'1".
It's kind of hard to.
Yeah, it got to be
It
about
was average Miss Universe contest.
Yeah. So the thing about Rhonda, if you're talking, you're mute. If you're talking, okay. So the thing about level 9 is this: they are very gorgeous, beautiful looking women. They are. We might disagree on who is qualified in that because of certain things and certain things. Yes, there is no. I can't impose my opinion on somebody. I can only go by consensus. I didn't even know Kerry Rowland was level 9 until I started hearing other men say, like, if you have asked me like about a year ago, where does Kerry Rowland rank? I would say 8.
I'd like to know who told her who told her that. That's what I'm saying.
But then when I went into Manosphere, then I started hearing from all these Manosphere guys, all the way to Kevin Samuels, that she's actually a 9. I was surprised.
Shit, they lying to themselves.
No, you can't have that many men, especially men that have come across and men that are rich, telling you that in person that she's very, very beautiful. You can't say they're lying, because what we see is TV, right? Most of us, even in Houston, when I glanced at Houston, I knew she was beautiful. That was the first time I knew that girl was beautiful.
Again, that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk away from that argument right there, because we gonna have to agree to disagree on that. But if that's what they feel, then that's what they feel.
Yeah. Instead of us discussing somebody's beauty, we can talk the meaning of level 9, because level 9, okay, I think it's part of the discussion. They are intelligent, they are beautiful, they are fit, and they are gorgeous. The reason why women in this level are really, really wifed up really quick is because of their, number one, their femininity. They use their femininity to their own advantage a lot, in the sense that they are very, very agreeable. They are not disagreeable. They are wifed up really quick, because most men that see them will usually marry them at a very early age. They have a very, very low body count. Men that usually wife these women are not the same men that you see in the street. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I believe that.
It's not like, when you see girls at level 6, right? Level 5, level 6, they come across the bad boy in the hood. These girls they don't go with bad boys in the hood. These girls, they don't really deal with rappers, Rappers go for average girls and up the way to level 8. These girls are usually shielded by their parents. They marry men that you will see people like all these black politicians, right? They're the ones that marry these women. Men that marry them are usually men of high caliber. Value men marry these women. So you don't really see them out there. They are wifed up really quick. So, and the men that marry, like when you go out, when you see them in the public, right? In the public, they don't talk. They don't usually talk. They play in their femininity. They don't walk next to their husband, because they don't want to challenge authority. They don't challenge authority. You see what I'm saying? They compliment their husbands.
Is that like Trump's?
Like Trump's wife.
Yeah, like
These
that.
are women in level 9.
She is not the level.
Michelle Obama is level 5, level 6. Level 5 on a good day with out of shower, level 5.
Damn, that's messed up.
I know
That's messed up.
Yeah,
That's messed up, boy.
it's messed up.
I know that's
That's fucked up.
But yeah.
you put Trump's wife as a level 9 and put Michelle Obama as a level 5.
Cannot compare Trump's wife with Michelle Obama.
No.
Cannot compare Michelle Obama.
Maybe it's one thing that you like. I don't know.
You see Hillary Clinton.
Is it a white thing that you like?
It's not white.
It has to be.
The women that I just ranked before I called, did I even say Donald Trump's wife? It was Victor that brought her in, right?
I said Donald's wife because you said it was the woman that don't really walk behind of their husbands. They don't speak much. They don't say anything. So that brought to me
Victor,
that brought to me that
Victor,
line.
your stuff is
Oh, I'm
Victor.
looking up stuff as you're talking to me. That's why.
Oh, okay.
That brought in mind to me of Donald Trump's wife. She doesn't say much. She just walk like a robot behind him or at the side of him, you know. And I don't think,
Yes.
honestly, Alex, she's not that beautiful if you look at her
Okay.
really closely.
Victor, if I'm going to put you on mute, but whenever you want to talk, unmute yourself, okay? But I'm going to mute you, okay? Okay. Go ahead, Rhonda.
I said, looking at what's her name? Your mom,
Malana.
huh? Milana.
Malana. Malana is not
Not a
Malana.
pretty
Malana
woman.
is not. She's not level 9. She's
Oh,
about level 8 in beauty, but her posture is level 9 posture. That's what we're saying. Because that's why I didn't bring her into the conversation at level 9. You see what I'm saying, right? Here are
but you put
plenty.
her at level 9 and you said Michelle Obama is level
No,
5.
yeah, because there are things about her that qualifies her. No, Michelle Obama is not level anywhere near level 9. There are things that qualify that lady to level 9, but the beauty aspect doesn't qualify her for level 9. That is why she's not really level 9. In her 20s, I don't because I've seen picture of her 20s. She's a very beautiful woman. If you see her 20s, do you know that she was a beauty pageant?
I know she was that, yeah. I
So
don't
for
think
her to be a
she's
beauty
beautiful.
pageant, she gotta be level 9.
I
In
don't
her,
think no, that to me is a stereotype thing. That's what how they
but
stereotype
she's a
people.
beauty pageant.
It doesn't matter.
There is a reason why Donald Trump married her. She's one of the most beautiful girls on earth. Trump doesn't marry women that are not beautiful.
Yeah,
Every single of his
hold
women.
on. See, this is what you got to remember too.
Yes.
That lady, she may have slept her way to the top
That's right.
because also they had new photos of her when she was posing for Playboy and all that. See, it's a
We
whole lot of stuff
know
about that.
that.
Not, Alex, I'm telling you, man, I know this.
I
I'm
say
telling
we
you
know
this.
that. We know that. I know what you say is correct,
But
100%.
I'm just saying, as far as her being a beauty pageant, I think she's a very good looking lady. But I think for as a beauty pageant, the reason why she got to what she was because she did some stuff behind the closed doors too. So I'll leave
Okay.
y'all with that.
Okay. Let me answer your question real quick because that was incorrect. This lady was a beauty pageant in a country of Czechoslovakia, right? When she came to the United States, it wasn't up to, I think it was few weeks or about a month plus when she came here. Trump knew about her and took her off the street right away. Took her off the street right away. That's what men in that group do to women that are that beautiful. They snatch them off the street. They don't even let them stay in the street. If you are a beautiful woman in group 9 and you walk down the street of Fifth Avenue, right? And you are 19 or 20 years old, and a hedge fund manager comes out and sees you, he will follow you and take you off that street. If he's not married, you gone. That's what they do to women of that beauty. They gone. They don't let them because they turn heads. And those
She's
women,
got a lot of risque photos too that she done. She's worked her
of
way up
course,
to the top, bro.
but did
Yeah.
the guy care? The guy didn't care. The guy cared the fact that
But
she's
then
beautiful.
if we talk about modest women, beautiful women that wife it up, she can't be
Okay,
put in that category because of
you
what
know,
she
you know,
did.
you know, you know Malana, right? You know Malana, the first wife of Trump. Trump did the same thing. She came from around that Eastern Europe. As soon as she put her foot in the U.S., Trump found out about her. Trump took her off the street right away. The same thing to the second wife. These beautiful women,
I'm telling you.
because they are beautiful. But to
I
address,
understand. We understand that, but what I'm trying to get you to see is
you're talking
that
about Arazi
the,
photos, right?
we talking about the thing that could disqualify her because we
Yes,
talked about all that stuff earlier.
yes.
We talked about they not a guy with a woman with body counts. They didn't do this. They didn't do
They
that. They
don't.
didn't
They
do
don't.
this.
No, they don't.
Okay,
That
well,
is why.
that's what we
That
talking
is
about.
why. That is why I never named her. You remember I
Okay,
never named her.
okay. Okay,
Yeah, because there are
okay.
things out there that
You just talking about how you
disqualify.
just talking about how she looked then. Okay, I
I'm
get it.
just talking.
You just
I'm
talking
talking
about how she
about her.
looked.
Yes,
Yeah, okay,
but
I get it.
apart from her beauty and her look, this is what. Okay, femininity qualifies her because she has the femininity. The intelligence, no, she doesn't, because she put out bad pictures, right? Beauty, she has it. Fit, she is fit. Gorgeous, she is gorgeous. But she is adjusted. Why she's adjusted to level 8 is because she has bad pictures out there.
Yeah, she probably had to do that to keep from being poor in that country where she came
Yeah,
from or something. Ain't no
yeah.
telling.
But then when we go back to Michelle Obama to answer around that, because that's one that is still pissing her off.
Nah, Michelle's not that good looking. I
It's
just, I
not
just,
pissing me off,
I just look at her like as a good housewife. Though she's a very smart lady. That's the
she's
only
not.
reason why I put in.
She's not even a housewife. Because I'll
You
tell
don't
you,
think so?
because her husband became president. That's why she became a housewife. She's level 5 in mostly feminist side of it. You remember when we discussed level 5, right? Did you remember what we discussed about level 5? They are not really beautiful. They are average.
Well, no, she's not beautiful. No, not at all.
Yeah,
Not
but
at
remember,
all.
they are average, which means they're not ugly. In fact, to some people, Michelle Obama would have been level 4. But the reason why she's in level 5 is because of her height. If she was shorter than her height, she is not level 5. She is level 4. But because of her height, she is level 5. And at level 5, she is average. But another thing but if you notice what happens to women that are average, what do they have in common? They go to school. They get all these degrees. They operate mostly in the masculinity. They get degrees. They don't pay attention to men because men don't pay attention to them. But when they don't get degree, they have loud mouths.
But those are the stupid women though. That's not Michelle. Those are the stupid women. Yeah,
Listen, pay attention, because I don't want people to mischaracterize me, because what I'm saying right now is going to be on the video forever. You see? That's why I say people like her that went to college, right? In that group, they operate in their masculinity in that group, but with a college degree. But when they don't have college degree, they operate in their masculinity of no college degree by looking for trouble, getting baby daddies, having 2-3 kids by 2-3 men. You see what I'm saying? That's what women in level 4 and 5 have in common. They have multiple children by different men. You feel me? They don't have multiple children by just one man. They seek accolades. They seek attention in the wrong way. But when they are not, when they get degree, guess what? They seek attention in a different way. Their attentions are put into their education. They can get all the way to PhD. That is why when you look at most black women that have higher degree, they're usually level 5 and 6. Level 4, 5, and 6. Even level 6 don't really go for degree. They stop at bachelor's, they're done. But level 4 and 5 they have the highest degree.
I would say that Michelle Obama, even though she may be a level 5 or a level 6, I don't think with her education that she operates in some kind of masculinity, because I've heard testimony from her children and other people that she was a good mom and how she raised her kid. And she has a high education. She's a very highly educated woman who does, and we know we're not talking about loudmouth and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just talking about as far as like operating in her masculinity. I don't think she does. I've never seen her in that line right there. Now, what she do at home behind closed doors, we all don't know. But from listening to them on talking to her kids and talking to them, talking to Barack, she was that kind of mother that you want to have at home with your daughters. And that's what I got to say about that.
There is no, we never said that she's not, I never said that level 4, that any of these ladies. I never equate them to bad mothers. No.
No. You said that a lot of women, when they get that education, they operate in their masculinity, and I was saying
Of
that
course they do.
I don't think she's one of those kind that was doing that.
No,
That's all
she
I
does.
said.
She does maloperating them. When did you stop watching her? She does
Look,
maloperating
bro.
masculinity.
She does.
She
No, she
does.
don't. No,
No,
she don't,
I don't
bro.
think.
No, she don't. No,
No, I
she
don't
don't,
think
bro.
she does.
She
Because
does.
okay, you know why?
Name a time when she was operating in her masculinity.
Man, it's like you telling me the only person that operates higher masculinity than Michelle Obama was Hillary Clinton. She's the only one of every first lady. Clinton and Obama are the two first ladies that brought out their masculinity more than any other first lady.
I never saw that.
No,
I like that. I never saw that. Now Clinton did. I don't understand her, but I never saw Barack. I mean Michelle.
Are you equating their knowledge and their ability?
Visibility.
Wait,
Visibility.
no. Their education, their knowledge with Michelle. She went into that kids, right?
No, first lady is first lady. I'm not using
No. I'm just saying, why are you?
Victor, you're mute. So if you want to talk, you can unmute, okay?
I'm
but
saying
you mute for now because of the echo.
I am saying, I'm asking you, why are you equating her to her like a masculinity? Because she knows what she's about, because she's that woman that goes after what she's about, and she okay, like with the children, right? She went and she in schools, the education and stuff. She was the forefront figure of that for the first lady, right?
Okay, look at it this way, right? Every first lady, when they are visible in their office and they are in the news and they are talked about very well, they are projected. Of course, yes, they are operating in their masculinity.
No, I disagree.
Let me put it this way, rather, because I know you and Victor might have a total different view from. Rather, I understand you're a lady, you're a woman. You will disagree. I don't have problem with that. You will disagree no matter what. Because you know why? You operate in your masculinity as well. We know that. I know that. You know that you have more masculinity side than femininity side, because you have to, right? It's something you have to do, right? As a businesswoman and other things. But you might not see it, but men will tell you that you do have more masculinity than femininity. But most women would disagree. We say, no, that is not true. That is not true. I have femininity, because most women don't even want to differentiate it. They don't want to differentiate femininity and masculinity. They don't want. Anytime any woman does something that a man should be doing, it's masculinity. Anytime a man does something that a woman should be doing, is femininity. You see what I'm saying? God created us like that, but some of us create a blur line. That is why there's a lot of blur line today of which side is femininity. We don't know when we cross that part. You see what I'm saying? So, being in the White House, right? She was very visible in the media. When CNN, MSNBC is asking you if you're going to run for president, it takes masculinity. That means they have seen a lot of masculinity from your part.
Not right. I disagree. They have seen in her a woman that is strong, that doesn't back down.
That's masculinity.
But I don't think that's masculinity, because if they say that a man shouldn't cry. How would a man not cry if he doesn't? If a man doesn't cry, how is he going to? Wait. Let me ask. No, I'm asking a question. If a man doesn't cry, they say grown men don't cry, or whatever the saying is, right? How do you get in touch with your not feminine, with your, I forget the word.
Femininity.
Well, it's not really femininity, because they relate crying to a woman. And
femininity.
So a man, so I'll ask the question. So men don't cry, right? So how are they going to be in touch with themselves, with who they are, and their inner feeling?
In touch with their feminine side. In touch with their feminine side. I hear that word all the time.
If you want If you want to say feminine, that's
Let me
fine.
let me break something down for y'all.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, when we discuss women being in their masculinity, okay. Now, clearly, I saw plenty of examples of Hillary Clinton do that because she wanted to be president. Okay, Michelle don't want to be president.
Yes,
Hillary
she
Clinton
don't
was
want to be
Secretary of State.
president.
Wait a minute, Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. So
Yes,
she wanted to be in charge. Michelle don't want to be in charge. Okay,
yes.
Hillary Clinton was the one that swayed Barack for them to go there and kill old boy in the Middle East.
The
Michelle
Mama Gaddafi.
Gaddafi, yeah.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton was always, even in the background, from things that I've seen on news, social media, she was always spearheading something to take charge.
Even when
That
her
was
husband
Hillary.
was president. Yeah.
Even when her husband was president, she was trying. I didn't see Michelle on that. Now,
That's right.
what I did see Michelle do, she did go on TV and talk shows and stuff like that. Because guess what? She's the first lady. They're gonna invite her. They invite all the first ladies that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. I
I
know.
did see Michelle when Barack was clowning at a certain and this lady kept flirting with Barack. Michelle sat in between them because Michelle said, "Hey, this is inappropriate. We here on business, and you flirting with my husband in front of everybody."
Hmm.
I did see her do that. Okay.
That's
I
in South
never
Africa.
I,
In
I
South
never
Africa.
see I never saw Michelle take charge over Barack. I never saw Michelle try to try to stand in front of Barack in the White House. I never saw Michelle say she want to run. They have asked her over and over and over again because of her intelligence. Would she consider that?
You
That's
know
what
what?
that's what I
And she
said,
said, and she said
Exactly.
no.
and that's what I said.
Exactly.
She said we had enough of that.
Yes.
We've been scrutinized that. They are talking to her. They are asking her.
Uh,
She's not going on TV saying, hey, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to y'all. Guess what's
I
going on?
got. Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. Right. Hillary
See,
Clinton masculinity was just okay. Let me put it this way. There is a masculinity that a woman has in her, right? Then there is a level of masculinity that is acceptable by everybody from when she displays it. But Hillary Clinton smashed every masculinity of any woman that I've ever seen in history. In fact, her masculinity level was, I would say, energy level 9 or energy level 8.
and I don't agree with, and I don't disagree with that.
She has so much masculinity that she turned a lot of people off.
Well,
I voted for,
she wanted to be in charge of every damn thing, and that was the
yeah,
problem was.
and that was
Michelle don't want to be in
and that
charge of everything.
and that brought you to this thing because that's what I was actually discussing with somebody yesterday. If you look at throughout American history, you see that the masculine white woman always gets a, a black woman to do her dirt, like the feminist movement, right? You know when those white women came out during the feminist movement of 19, or I think it was 1900, right? When they came out to make that movement, they tried, they couldn't. But when they brought black women, they became successful. They put black women in the forefront of the feminist movement, right?
Hmm.
That was how they became successful. And they still do it up to today. That is why if you see when Hillary Clinton was running for election, the reason why she was able to get so much votes that she got before some men had to stop her was because she went to the black women. It was the black women that got her so much vote, but it was white women that stopped her.
I'm not disagreeing with none of that part right there.
okay,
Yeah.
so let me say, can I say something?
Go ahead. Let me put Victor on mute. Victor, once you want to talk, unmute yourself, okay? So that, go ahead, brother.
Okay, with what I saw with Michelle Obama was when, yeah, and Barack said it, when she took on, she saw a problem in the school system with the meals, giving these kids meals and people, kids coming to school hungry and stuff, and she stepped in, right, to lead that program, okay, and first of all, I don't see anything wrong with that, right?
No,
And
there's nothing
that
wrong with that. There's
that
nothing wrong with
that
that.
gave her a lot of limelight. That made her come in the limelight because she stepped forward and she says, "Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this. I'm going to try to change this." In the school system, right? And when they interviewed Barack and they asked him, is that something he is like he disagrees with or not really disagree with? And he said his reply was, both she and I, we know what lane to stay in. We stay in our lanes. She know I'm the president of the United States. She know what I have to do. She don't question my ability. And he gave his little thing on it. She's doing the school system thing with the meals. She's in her lane. I don't question her about it. So I kind of have a problem when a person takes charge or a woman is in charge of something, all of a sudden now she becomes masculine. I'm not understanding that. Victor, can you help me out?
Okay, okay. Here's what my understanding is.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman in her masculinity, and this is just from my experience in corporate America, and women in my family, is when the woman is trying to take the more dominant role over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's when she's in her masculinity. Everything is about her. Everything is about what she say. She goes. She's the boss. She ain't listening to nobody. That's operating in rebellion, selfishness, and in her masculinity. Now,
Right.
now, if a woman is spearheading a project that needs to be looked at because nobody is really doing anything about it, that's not operating in masculinity. That's just being smart and helpful.
Mm-hmm.
You
She's
know what I'm saying?
consistent.
But and that's the fundamental explanation of that. But if she's when her husband get home, he can't tell her nothing. If she get on the job, can't nobody tell her nothing. It's her way or the highway. That's operating in her masculinity. That's the simplest way that I can put
Okay.
that. There are some people that do that, but understand this: all presidents' women have been on the forefront of something, taking pictures, the way they dress. They got some kind of charity they spearhead or they do something. Because what happens aside to the kids, they'll get bored in there, so
Mm-hmm.
they'll go do something.
Yeah.
But if she telling Barack, well, you shouldn't be doing this, and you should be now you operating your masculinity, and now you disobeying
Mm-hmm.
what my position is as a man.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay,
Who's not married? What about Oprah Winfrey?
was that
Oprah Winfrey.
She's
Oprah
masculine.
Winfrey? Well, here
She's not married. Just know how
here's the thing.
to
Here's the
override.
thing. Here's the thing with Oprah Winfrey. Number one, there's a reason why Stedman won't marry her. Okay. Number two, Oprah historically probably has a problem with being obedient because of according to what she said in her own life about being raped and going to her father and nobody did anything about it. So that's probably a traumatic experience she had, and that's the reason why she's so dominant. And everything is Oprah's way now. And if she don't agree with it, she don't do it. I do have a problem with some of the things like I see her doing a lot of things, and this may be a little bit off subject. I see her doing a lot of things to help out women, but I never see her do anything to help out men. And I really want to know why she do that.
That's true.
And I understand she got raped, and she feel like all women are maybe she feel like all women are victims. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just
I'm not an Oprah Winfrey supporter at all. I don't really like her, but I gotta. No, I would say this right. If Alice want to join, I think she has to have a mic. But if she's hearing what we're saying, that's fine. So I would say this in Oprah Winfrey case, right? She has helped, she has brought up a lot of men. She has promoted men actually than women.
oh she has. I didn't hear
Yeah,
that. So
because
okay, that's why I said maybe I don't
uh,
know then.
yeah, if you look at somebody like Dr. Phil, she was the one that brought Dr. Phil. Dr. Oz, she's the one that brought Dr. Oz. You see
They
what
all
I'm saying?
white.
No, but she's the one that gave Obama the presidency because when people were still doubting Obama, She was the one that went to South Carolina and said, I know him, I trust him, vote for him, and brought up black women to vote for him. That's why, because he won New Hampshire, he won what's the name of that? Iowa, right? He won Iowa by upsetting Hillary Clinton, and that was when black people paid attention. But she was inviting him to his show. But then when he lost New Hampshire, people thought he was done. Then Oprah came out and went to South Carolina and said vote for him.
Okay, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, maybe maybe they did, but I just know that
she is. Let me put it this way: she is a staunch feminist. Period.
You think so?
She has criticized men. I would tell you the big problem in black community today, I would say, is from Oprah Winfrey side. You know why? Because she has actually said a lot of things that have affected black men.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I kind of wonder, does she have like a underlying issue because of the trauma that she experienced at an early age?
I think so. But she has said so many things against black men. Like she is in the forefront of criticizing black men.
She's coming from a place of hurt. She probably just coming from a place of hurt.
She has promoted black women movement and black men movement.
Exactly, I know that.
To the
exactly
of black men. But is she kind of gravitate towards successful black men? Yes, I think she does. She is. She kind of gravitate when a black man is succeeding at a very high level. She gravitates towards them, but she does not gravitate towards average.
The common man, huh?
Black man. Yeah, she does. Yeah, that's
well, and that may be, and maybe that's what Stedman see in her, and that's maybe the reason why he never married her after all these years. You know what I mean? Maybe he sees something in her that just quite ain't right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In that regard, I will put it this way: I don't know if he's Stedman or she just don't want to get married because she sees it that she doesn't want to share her estate with
hey, there you go. I think she know in her heart of heart that marriage may not last, and some of them billions gonna be gone.
And another thing you gotta understand is this: there is something you have to know about Hollywood and very wealthy people. She's hanging with Stedman. Is Stedman really somebody that you think of him to her? You might. I
don't see them. I don't see them a match.
No. Apart from that guy might be her best friend, not actually her lover. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They might have something going on. Because if that guy is, I'm not gossiping, this is my opinion. If this guy is her longtime boyfriend, he would have wifed her, or she would have become his wife by now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
what is something going on?
This thing has to do with photo shoot. It's for camera. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just to make it look good.
It's for camera. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have an opinion on that. Maybe I don't have an opinion. So I mean, I don't know what their deal is. But
yeah. So my opinion is either for camera or she doesn't want anybody to inherit her estate outside her last name.
That's what I think too. I think part of that is it.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion too.
Yeah.
Anything else, Ron DeMac?
Yeah.
No, I can't say anything on it because I really don't know the details of it. You know. But I just brought in Oprah because she's not married, and I wanted to understand that now, based on what you were saying about masculinity and femininity, is that you bring that home, as you explained it, Victor. If you bring that home to your husband and you want to rule and overrule and be the head of the home, then that shows your masculinity. But I believe that if a person is the head of something, I feel like I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Alex is saying if a woman leads or is a leader of something, she's right the way she brings in her masculinity. We have female pastors, and I've gone to female pastor churches that are very feminine, but they are the pastor of the church. Why? Because
let me put it this way.
that role, and God, and again, God will use anybody.
Yes. Well, let me put it this way, right? If I'm not into the Christian faith, but I think the Christian faith is doing very, very bad disservice to the church. If they have women pastor, because you got to understand, Christianity, modern day Christianity, is the forefront of feminist movements. They are more into the feminist movement than anything else, and even the churches, than even family itself. I will tell you why. Because if you look at it in the Bible, women are not supposed to be in the pulpit.
Okay, and let me stop you there. That's the Old Testament. Okay? Now, wait, let me tell you again. God will use anybody. He used a donkey, he used an ass, right? Okay. He used all the disciples
to send a message one time.
Okay, all his disciples. Look at all his disciples, right? Peter had an anger problem. Okay, he used to be angry about everything. All his disciples, and I forget. I used to be able to go through all of them and tell you what their characteristics are, right? But what I'm saying is, God is no respecter of person. He doesn't care who you are. He's going to use you. And I always say this. Wait. I always say this. If God can't find a man to do his work and do the job that he's called to do, he will use a woman. And that's the bottom line of it. It's not a matter of a woman. It's not a matter of a woman trying to wait. Let me just finish. It's not a matter of a woman trying to exert her authority and try to be all this, or I want to be the pastor of this church. No. When God calls you, now, if it's a genuine call, now ministry is a call on your life. Okay. It's not just one day you wake up and say, oh, I think I want to be a pastor. It's not a job that you pick, right? It's a call from God. And when you get that call, whether man or woman, he's going to use.
Rhonda, whenever we human beings want to do something, we twist the law, we change the law, we look for something in somewhere to quantify or qualify, what we're about to do. It's human. It's human. You can't change that. I can't change that. If God, remember, in my culture, in my ancestral tradition, religion, God used both men and women. That is why in my ancestral tradition, I will not say, that God didn't appoint women to do certain things in the house of God. He does. But Christianity, the Bible, no, he did not. In Quran, he did not. I will tell you why. Because God, according to, I think Alice is saying something about Deborah. God used women one-off. That's it. In the Bible, I'm not talking about in my ancestral tradition, in culture, this in religion. In the Bible, he used women one-off. But see what happened. He never sent any female prophets. Both in the Old and when Jesus Christ come, because you got to understand that Apostle Paul and the rest of the apostles, after Christ was gone, according to the Bible, mixed up a lot of things. They came up with their own idea to suit certain places where they went to. Like, oh, you can't cover your hair here, but if you go to Macedonia, women can take off their scarf, But so they started just like the Christianity is today. They adjust based on what the people want. But that's how the message of Christ was lost. Because if Christ wanted women, he would have picked woman as one of the 12 disciples, but he didn't. Am I right, Victor?
I'm here.
Yeah. If Jesus Christ, because this is how you're supposed to look at it, God never picked a woman to send his message. He always used men.
You know why?
No, I'm coming. And when Christ came, Christ never picked any single woman to be a disciple. because he kept it the same way God did.
Well, that's
The person that started using women down the road was Apostle Paul. Was the one, and Christ didn't pick him. No, he was different. So when he came, right, he was the one that started bringing women into the church. And then when he goes to a certain place, he will write a letter and say, when he was in prison, he will write a letter and say, oh, women in this place should not cover their hair. Women in the other place should cover their hair. So it became a confusion in the church. But starting by the teaching of Christ and the prophets that came before him.
Okay, let me answer that question. So the reason what I can read why Jesus went to follow him.
Rhonda, you falling in?
Huh?
No,
What's that?
No, Victor, I had to mute you because it was your
mic.
She was going in and out. I couldn't hear her.
Okay.
No, I could hear very well. It was your. Go ahead, Rhonda.
The reason Jesus didn't choose women, which I feel, this is my opinion, to be disciples, because every disciple that he went to, he said, leave what you're doing, come and follow me. He couldn't tell the woman of that day, leave what you're doing, because they were, well, let's just say, home wives, right? They couldn't leave their children. They couldn't abandon their husbands and follow him. Right? But those that he allowed to follow him, all his disciples, pretty much were men, and they were able to just drop everything at the drop of a hat and follow him. That's the reason. Hence, the woman was stayed behind to take care of the home, and they were homemakers, and and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, Victor, go ahead. You wanted to say something.
I don't know why he did not have women follow him. I wasn't there. I hadn't read that in the Bible anywhere. I do know that all his disciples were men, and I do just know that he just sent men to send his messages. That's all I can tell you on that.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm telling her.
Yes.
Everything there was no woman. Victor, I'm going to meet you, okay? So Rhonda can speak. Go ahead, Rhonda.
No, I said you asked the question why you think there was no woman as his disciples, and I gave a good, just out of my intellect and my common sense, maybe it's because the woman attended to the homes and stuff like that. They couldn't just drop everything and just go with Jesus.
That's what God wants them to. That's what the Bible wants them to keep doing, to attend to the home. I'm sorry to tell you this. If God didn't do it, a man begin to do it, there's a big disconnection. There's a big problem. I got to say this. Let me tell you this, Rhonda. When we talk about women with masculinity, there is nothing you tell a woman with masculinity that will make her not believe what she want to believe. That's it.
That's not true.
When Eve ate that brought that apple, there was nothing that was going to stop her from giving that apple to her husband to eat. There is nothing that is going to stop her from taking the apple, because she was going to take it regardless. When we want to do something, we're going to do it no matter what. If God wants us to do something, he would have asked us to do it. He would have set it into motion for us to do it. But if you look at those prophets, God and before Christ came, according to the Bible, they did not even go there. Christ never did it. The only instruction Christ gave to a woman in the Bible was to serve the disciples. If you remember Mary, the one that brought Christ food multiple times, that washed his feet, that even some stupid people today are saying that he was Christ's girlfriend. I don't know. Sometimes people I'm not a Christian, but people are crazy to make that kind of analogy. That's to tell you how messed up, fucked up some people are in their head. So, to make that, and so if you look at it, if he wanted to do it, if he wanted a woman to be a disciple, a prophet, he would have anointed one. But he didn't do it because he doesn't want it to happen.
I don't think that. I disagree.
No, you don't have to. You can disagree. That's
I understand.
Fine.
I understand your logic of it, but my logic could be right too. Is because that's what they did back in the day. Now you said, and that's what he wants to continue. My question to Victor is, Do you think you serve a God that if he cannot find a man to do his work, which is to build a church, have a church, build a church, manage a church, he can't raise a woman to do that? That's the kind of God I'm asking.
You kind of breaking up again. I mean, you going in
Okay,
and out.
Victor, let me put you on mute so that she can ask this question and then take it off of me to answer. Okay, that's the only way I
Okay.
can hear it.
Okay,
Go ahead, Rhonda.
I'm asking you, Victor, do you serve a God that you think that if he needs somebody to do a job, that it has to be a man, whether to pastor a church or be a leader somewhere or to go feed the nation, it has to be a man? That's the kind of God. Do you box God in that he's not able to use a woman or use anybody that he chooses to do his work? Question.
Okay. The first thing I would say is that I can't box God in on anything because he's way too intelligent. His thoughts are not my thoughts, and his ways are not my ways.
Okay.
Now, having said that, my best answer is I would just have to go on what God said in His Word. So what we would need to do is research what God says in His Word. Because now, if you ask me personally, I believe God will use anybody. But at the same token, the question is because I know that there are some women that have churches and stuff now. But the question is, and it's the same question with some of the men, are they actually ordained to be running that church? So I'll leave y'all with that because I believe God can use anybody for any reason, for anything. But the question is for the women that run the church, because I know there's a lady who's an in-law to my family. She's a pastor. She's been wanting to open up a church, but she doesn't have a church yet. So my thing is that why don't she have a church? You know what I mean? Like I can't answer that for you because God is more superior. And and if I say no, God, He'll never use a woman. Well, I make myself a liar out of that because I don't know what God to do. I'm not in His thoughts, but I have to go by what the Bible says. So whatever the Bible is saying, that's what I have to go by.
There's a scripture that says, Allison just reminded me of it. God says there's neither slave or free, nor male nor female. And if you look at those scripture quotes, what is it talking about? It really is gender in God. Male or female. He made us.
I got to answer that.
Go ahead.
Let me answer that because I saw what she was saying. Put it this way. The problem in today's world is this: when a man goes out there and finds a wife and marries her, and wants her to conform to his program, she accuses the man of trying to make her a slave. And you know what? That is very, very bad because a lot of people don't understand the meaning of slavery and don't understand the meaning of slave. If you look at slavery, you can't when somebody puts a roof over your head and gives you a legacy and provide and protect you, and you turn around and call that person a slave master for not making you live under cruelty, for not being cruel to you, that is very, very bad. I don't like it when women use the word slavery because that is a slap to the face of our forefathers that came before us, that came to this country. Our uncles that were kidnapped and brought here and maltreated and did so many bad things to. It's not, you should, even when I see, like, sometimes I see gay people, like, during the gay movement, they will say that, oh, they equate black slavery to gay movement. I'm like, no, you shouldn't do that. It's not the same. The reason why I say this is this. If a woman doesn't want to marry, she has every right not to. If she doesn't want to be under the conformment of a man's program, she can choose not to do that. The God made us all free. But when you tell a man, yes, I'm going to conform to your program, and then he marries you and puts a ring on that finger, and then you turn around and accuse him of enslavement, that is not good. That is not good. That is shame, guilt, and the need to be right. Because you're shaming the man that has not enslaved you. you making the man feel guilty for trying to get you to conform to his program so that you guys can raise kids under his roof and raise kids to his that raise his legacy to his preferment. But rather, you want things to go your way, then you turn around and accuse the man of slavery.
But I don't think it's
God.
right. I don't know if it's right to say that when you get married, you're conformed to that man's way.
You have to conform because
You
there is.
know, Alex, and you see
If
that's
you have
why
a
that's
jo-
that's
if
why
you
my
have a
brother,
job,
my brother can't be on this program because he's a married counselor and he will totally disagree with you with that.
he can disagree with me. He can disagree with me. That's fine. But
Bring him on the show so we can hear his opinion.
Bring him
No,
on.
he's a Christian young man and he ain't gonna have all this cussing.
No,
Bring him on. We need to hear his side.
You know why we're going to tear him down? The reason why we're going to tear him down is because I got to tell you, the greatest feminist movement is the Christian church. Is the church. The biggest sims on earth are pastors. The people that destroy the black community are pastors. It is pastors that told our women that they are the prize, not the man. You see, the people that are keeping most of our women single today are pastors. The most congregated place for single women today is the church. I stopped going to church because of distance. Because I've seen a lot because I was in it. Maybe the lens at which you see the church is different from the lens at which I see the church. Because my lens is wide open. I saw a lot of things that are very bad.
That's where you carry your bat in church. In churches, there's healing because that's where you get healing. That's where you're supposed to go.
I can't.
That's the place where you're supposed to go.
I can't get healing from the church. I can get healing by worshiping God. The church doesn't heal me.
Okay,
the church actually almost messed me up.
Well, the church is the body of Christ, right? What they talk about the members. We're all one member. We're all different members. The nose can't tell the eye, well, I don't need you. The ear can't tell the mouth, well, you too much, you more than me. No, we're one body trying to be one member, trying to make things happen for the betterment of each other. Now, what people fail to realize is church, not meaning the building, the people of the church. Christians who are striving to be Christ-like and to do the right thing. We are still human beings and we still have faults and failures. They want the church to be perfect. The church will never be perfect.
No, the church can be perfect, the church can be imperfect, but the church supposed to understand when it's destroying families. The church should understand when it's causing problem than fixing. You see what I'm saying? The church should know that. But if you understand the printers of the church, you got to understand that the church bottom line is money. Because I got to tell you, the reason why so many churches are the highest congregated place for single women is because single women give a lot of money to the church. Men don't give money to church. So the church has no profitability when it comes to men. Their profitability comes with women. See what I'm saying? So that is why they gravitate a lot towards women. I don't see what you're saying,
but I'm hearing you.
But I got to tell you, when I was in church, the number of single women were through the roof. And even if you go to church, go to TDJ's church today.
And you can't blame being single on the church. I'm single. I'm pretty much single, and I go to church. So what? Because I'm I go to church. That's why I'm single.
No, I didn't say that. No, that's not what I said. I said that is the highest. That's the number one congregative place for single women. I didn't say that every woman in the church is single. I said that is the highest congregative.
Well, my dad was a pastor, and he used to say, and he knew it from experience, right? When he go on the corner store to talk to those guys who drink the liquor and they're drunk and stuff, and they really
let me
Let me finish. He talked to
Yeah,
them.
so
You
I
know,
can address
okay.
what Allison just said. Go
You
ahead.
know, you know what he used to say, and he come back and tell us. He says those same guys out there on the street, they're not
Yeah.
looking to marry the people, the girls or the females are drinking with them. When they're ready to look for a wife, you know where they come? In church. That's where they find out because they know that a church going or a woman who goes to church loves the Lord, serve the Lord, and stuff like
I
that.
think I think Victor can answer to what you just said. That's what people used to think. That's not anymore. I got to tell you, the best way to marry a woman is not in the church. The best way to marry a woman is to have your parents vent the woman and have your parents vent the
All
man.
right.
That's the only way to marry. I
Oh,
got to tell you, because I got to tell you, when I was going to church, a whole lot of girls that go to church on Sunday after getting off from the club the previous night were a lot of them. I would never marry a girl because she goes to church. I saw a whole lot in church. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These girls, some of them do 304s at night on Saturday, and on Sunday they're in church. I see a lot of
but
them in the
but
street.
but Alex, that's fine. God said, "Come as you
Listen,
are." Why are they going
no,
to church?
no, 304. I should marry a 304 because she goes to a church. Why would
What?
I do that?
You should marry what?
A 304,
304?
yeah,
Okay.
304. If you look at your cell phone, 304 says 403.
Okay.
That's the meaning of it. So if you take 304, then you look at those letters written on your phone, you
Uh-huh.
go, instead of 304, you go 403. That
Okay.
tells you the meaning. I got to tell you this, right? No, 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 no. It's not good.
I'm just
It's not
saying.
good.
Anyway,
It's not good.
that's for another time. We going on a different
But
direction.
let me answer. No, it's part of our discussion. It's part of the whole thing. It's part of this segment.
Okay.
Because what we're discussing, remember what we're discussing is femininity, intelligence, beauty, fit, and gorgeous. So we're debating all of that to see. But let me answer Alison. Alison says, I'm not giving sex to the oppressor. Feminists are oppressors as well as misogynist men. Okay, Alison, check this out. The When you marry to somebody, right, and you're having sex with a man, and you say to yourself, I am not going to give sex to this man because of that's the end of the marriage. You should leave the man's house or the man should leave you. The moment you seek sex from a man biblically, you have dissolved that marriage. I should let you know this. There's a lot of things going on in America today and around the world that men are tolerating they shouldn't be tolerating. You see what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. Even the Bible, it states that categorically. The moment you deny your husband sex, you have dissolved that marriage. The marriage is not supposed to go on anymore. So sex is very important to men. If I have a wife and my wife tell me this and that there is no more sex, the marriage is heading to divorce. I'm gone. I'm sorry. I'm gone. That's it. Do you think a man marries a woman to come and stay in his house and occupy space? No. Marriage is, there are two most important things in marriage, is sex and children are the two most important things. And if you don't give your husband sex, if he walks away out of you, God can never do anything to him, because guess what? It is the reason why you marry. Number one reason for marriage is sex. Victor, Rhonda, do you guys disagree to that?
Well, there's a part in the Bible that talks about you can withhold sex for a time if you're in prayer and fasting. Some
That's right. That's the only, yeah, that's true.
If you go in prayer and fasting, but you can't do it for
purity.
But you can't do it for a long period of time because your
Only
body
for purity. Yeah.
Your body is not yours. The Bible says the wife's body belongs to her husband, and the husband's body belongs to the wife. It states that. Okay, so yeah, that thing about withholding sex from your husband, it's scriptural. It can be done just for a reason, for as you say, impurity or whatever. If you're praying and fasting, you can abstain from sex for a period of time, but not a long period of time where punishing your husband or punishing your wife.
Honestly, you can disagree. Okay, Victor, you're about to say something. Go ahead, Victor.
I mean, I think you guys cleared that part up about the sex and the marriage and stuff like that. And I would just add to that is that, like I was texting her, anyone that's being oppressed in a marriage, basically, why are you still in that marriage if you're oppressed
Mm-hmm.
or that relationship?
You should walk
You
away.
ain't doing yourself no good. You ain't doing him no good. You just in a bad situation, and it's just bad all the way around. So why are you even in a relationship? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with nobody oppressing no one. But what I do agree with is that, like y'all just said, you can't if you be mad a night or two and you kind of hold out because you got to get over your anger. Okay, whatever. But after that, hey, that's it, dog.
Yeah.
Cause unless you want me to bring somebody else in this house,
Mm-hmm.
you better do what it do. You better some stuff better start clapping around here.
Yeah. If you withhold sex from your husband, you've dissolved the marriage, and the man has every right to get another woman, in, to get involved with another woman because you've dissolved it between man and God. You may have not dissolved it by paper by going to the court, but the marriage is dissolved. You cannot withhold sex. Period.
Unfortunately, a
Uh,
lot of people do use that.
and guess what? You know, today modern women say, "Oh, I'm being oppressed." Victor,
Yeah.
the only thing that qualifies divorce is one thing, that is physical abuse. If you are not feeling your husband anymore, that is not ground for divorce. That is why even the Bible
That's
knows
not.
that there come a time when somebody has certain feelings of their spouse, right? You give them that space. You can go out, go do your thing by sleeping in a separate room. You mentally disassociate with that person for a period of time, but you have to communicate with them. So that is why I love our ancestors. You see, I got to tell you guys this. Coming from Nigeria, this is what our ancestors did. So, in the old days, what they would do is that, let me see what he say. When my husband was cheating, he was not having sex with me. Yes, if your husband was cheating, was not, we're gonna discuss cheating in marriage. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna discuss that. But if your husband is cheating on you, what you guys do is this: you leave his house and go and move away because you might end up catching disease. But most of the time, you can fall for divorce and leave him. But cheating only happens. Somebody. Okay, Rhonda says she gotta go.
Yeah, I got to get ready to get off too because I
Yeah.
got to get up in the
So
morning.
yeah. So cheating only happens when uh I think Alison said, okay, my bad. Why did you say you bad? Let me see.
Well,
Okay, why did you say?
I just told her that we're not saying that men don't withhold sex either. But I just told her that we're the conversation we're having is about women because
Oh,
I
okay,
know
okay, okay.
we know men do that. I mean, trust me.
Yeah.
Let them know that men we gonna hear some they gonna hear some messed up stuff about us in another week or so. So it's coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's coming.
I think on Tuesday is going to be the end of. It's going to be level 10, and that's the end of women. And now we have to discuss men, discuss attitude of men, discuss things that men do, and how men do really, really bad things that are not good. We're going to discuss those things. We're going to have those conversations. But what I'm trying to say, Allison, is this. You see, marriage in the West is not how God instituted marriage. Because you have to understand this, right? God never said that a man cannot have more than one wife. That is a Western law, a Western thing. It's never in the Bible that a man should marry one wife. And also, God never said a man should not have concubines. Actually, he promoted that men should have concubines because he know that women have what you call libido, right? So their feeling swings up and down. There are times that they might not have this, they might not have that, they might, be in certain mood. But no matter what a man does, he has to have that discussion with his wife. If you want to have a second wife, you have to discuss it with your wife. If you want to have a concubine, you have to discuss it with your wife. But when you don't do those things, yes, it's still cheating. Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay,
all
Alex.
right, Mr. Alex, I got to get going, man.
Okay, so this is the end of level 9. Oh, man, it was a very good discussion.
Oh yeah.
It was a very good discussion. I tell you, man, it was a very good discussion because I did. Okay, I'll listen back. So I did, man. You see,
Oh,
okay. As this program goes on, Victor, right? It's going to get contagious. It's going to be very debatable, especially when we finish the men. When we finish the men aspect of the thing, because men is not that many group, So in men we have we're going to discuss. Let me just give you a heads up, okay? We're going to discuss simp men. We're going to discuss beta men. We're going to discuss nice guys. We're going to discuss good guys. Then we're going to discuss high value men, high caliber men, and then we're going to discuss what we call blue collars and white collar. So it's 9. It's still 9 as well, but it's not going to be ranking because men are not ranked. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, men are not ranked. But all these things might be like 3 or 4 segments. It's not going to be 9 segment. Like I'm not 9 segment. I think it was we did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. The women was 7 segments. So men are going to be like about 3 or 4 segments because a lot of things are going to be compiled into one as we discuss. Yeah. Okay, bro.
All right.
Okay,
Well, I'll holler at you later.
Okay. See you
All
Tuesday. Right. I think Tuesday is going to be we'll finish it up on Tuesday.
All right then. Later.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. If you guys are going to listen later, whoever listen to this program, please do listen to it. It's phenomenal. It's great. It's a very, very high contentious discussion, But I think on Tuesday, probably Tuesday, we should have a conversation to end the ranking. But as we go into details in the future, we are going to be discussing these rankings in a lot of conversations. We're going to discuss them. I'm going to use it to talk to people. I'm going to use it to break down to what certain people qualify, the kind of women they qualify for, the kind of men that the women are qualified for. When people calling into the program, yes, I will have this discussion with them as an individual to, help them to understand life, understand how they should pursue their future endeavor in marriage, and also get them to understand how to be able to get husbands, how to get wives, how to vet your wife, how to vet your husband. So we're going to have all those discussions in the future. It's going to be, it's going to be something that it's something that I'm looking forward to. So please tell friends about this program, hit the like button, and enjoy it. I'll be looking forward to talk to most of you. Have a good night. Bye-bye.